APD says crime in Albuquerque is going down faster than national trends, but how do we stand compared to the rest of the country?
A Target 7 investigation dives deep into the data. Here's Jason McNabb.
We have seen these sites a lot.
Turned around and fired off at least 3 rounds.
This loss of life, that much life too in one incident, is just unimaginable.
Murders, robberies, and shootings here in Albuquerque.
2 individuals entered the store armed. One was armed with an AR-style rifle.
But Police Chief Harold Medina says things are getting better.
I think our clearance rates on homicides are a good indication of that.
This week, holding a news conference declaring a safer Albuquerque.
Shootings with injuries, for example, in 2024, at this point in time, they're 237. This year, they're 144 for a 39% reduction.
Homicides are down 32%, which includes this weekend's homicide. Robbery is down 22% and rape is down 15%.
But how safe are we compared to our peers? We analyzed data from the Major Cities Chiefs Association. Ironically, Chief Medina is the president of that organization.
It's not only Major City Chiefs who has recognized the success in our homicide reduction.
We took the data and ranked violent crime, which is murder, rape, robbery, and assault, in 59 major cities across the U.S. We compared it to the cities' populations and found we rank 14th out of the major cities for violent crime in the first 9 months of 2025. That's worse than cities like Chicago, Denver, and Long Beach. However, the data does indicate that there have been 19 fewer homicides, 102 fewer rapes, 153 less robberies, and 456 less aggravated assaults than there were in 2024.
Our trends are higher than national averages, which is a positive thing for us at the Albuquerque Police Department.
Many of these cities within the Major Chief Cities Association have struggled to address violent crime. This past summer, I met up with 10 of those major city police chiefs to identify possible solutions we could do here.
We have a police athletic league that it is the model of the nation.
Manny Morales is the chief of police in Miami, Florida.
Last year we did 16,000 arrests overall and only 457 were juveniles. Right, and we attribute that to a robust community engagement model.
He credits the lowering of Miami's juvenile crime problem to police engaging in more community programs with the youth.
So we're going out there and building this relationship with these kids, man, and letting them know that cops are here to help. We're not their adversaries, and we just have their best interests in mind. You gotta have people that are willing to make that investment in the youth in your community, and you'll reap the benefits.
However, Chief Johnny Jennings at the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department in North Carolina says working on addressing the perception of crime throughout these major cities will be one of their largest challenges.
People don't want to hear that you have a double-digit reduction in violent crime. If they don't feel safe in your community, then that's a problem, and that's kind of what we're dealing with.
There is this perception of unsafeness.
Chief Medina directly mentioned this in his news conference from earlier this week, which he hopes these new stats will help to change.
It's unfortunate that you're judged from Wyoming to Louisiana, 2 blocks north of Central, 2 blocks south of Central. Because the vast majority of issues we're finding ourselves in is we have a concentration of the unhoused mainly in these areas.
For Target 7,
the solution is we need to continue.
I'm Jason McNabb.
If you have a tip for us to investigate, call 505-884-6347 or email target7tips@koat.com.